Hello everyone. My name is Art Russell. Welcome to my channel. If you're puzzled by the title of this video, I hear what you're thinking. What is it that can never be lost? The real, irreducible self, consciousness. How can we find it? By questioning our assumptions about identity and the nature of our apparent world. So let's begin. To dive deeper into self-inquiry, I'd like to offer the following quote from a book entitled The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. He was a Barbadian-born mystic and author who moved to the U.S. and lectured about the nature of consciousness and deliberate manifestation. Here's the quote. The very center of consciousness is the feeling of I am. I may forget who I am, where I am, what I am, but I cannot forget that I am. The awareness of being remains, regardless of the degree of forgetfulness of who, where, and what I am. The main point that arises, or the main question, is whether consciousness is local, as materialists assume, or whether it's non-local, the very substratum of reality. We can investigate this by examining a dream state dream. As long as we're identified with a character within a dream, we are 100% certain that we are conscious and thinking as that character. But when we merge once again with waking state reality, we realize that that couldn't have been the case at all. That character was rendered or created by consciousness, a larger, broader field of consciousness. To dive even deeper into this subject, I'm going to offer some quotes from this incredible book entitled Shankara's Crest Jewel of Discrimination. So let's begin. First, just a little about Shankara himself. Beautiful and fantastic clouds of legend surround the austere, charming, boyish figure of Shankara, saint, philosopher, and poet. He was born in or around the year 686 AD of Brahmin parents at Kaladi, a small village of western Malabar in southern India. By the age of 10, he was already an academic prodigy. Not only had he read and memorized all the scriptures, but he had written commentaries on many of them and held discussions with famous scholars who came to him from every part of the country. Next, Brahman, the absolute existence, knowledge, and bliss is real. The universe is not real. Brahman and Atman, man's inner self, are one. If we consider our various experiences during the states of waking and dreaming, we find that dream experiences are contradicted by waking experiences and vice versa, and that both kinds of experience cease in dreamless sleep. It's very true. In deep sleep, no world is apparent. Neither time nor space are apparent. What then is the reality behind all of our experiences? There is only one thing that never leaves us: the deep consciousness. This alone is the constant feature of all experience. And this consciousness is the real, absolute self, self uppercase. Because you are associated with ignorance, and by that the teachings only mean unawareness, that we have fallen into ignorance, the supreme Atman within you appears to be bondage to the non-Atman. This is the sole cause of the cycle of births and deaths. A clear vision of the reality may be obtained only through our own eyes, when they have been opened by spiritual insight, never through the eyes of some other seer. So what he's meaning is that collecting a whole bunch of books on the topic, just accepting this as a belief from someone else, is never the same as direct experience. In other words, awakening to true self. And here's the last quote. A buried treasure is not uncovered merely by uttering the words, "Come forth." You must follow the right directions, dig, remove the stones and earth from above it, and then make it your own. In the same way, the pure truth of the Atman, which is buried under Maya and the effects of Maya, which means illusion, can be reached by meditation, contemplation, and other spiritual disciplines such as a knower of Brahman may prescribe. I'd also like to offer that the Bible, I'm suggesting, hints at this knowing. I'd like to offer a verse from Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now, by righteousness, I'm interpreting that as right view, or clear view, or clear seeing. To rise up out of the ignorant perspective in which we believe that we're the person or the body-mind. I'd like to offer also this quote from Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. And here the word principal means main or primary item. Now I realize that our assumptions are very different than this. We've been conditioned to think, I am just this person, this little me in an immense world, and that we have to carry all the baggage as the person. What I'm suggesting is that I am Brahman, eternal, irreducible consciousness, and that the body, mind, person, and the world arise in I am. If you've enjoyed this video or found it helpful or useful, I invite you to share, subscribe, and like. More information is available through my free articles at thinktwice.me and also through my book entitled This Taste of Flesh and Bones, available from Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing all of you again soon. Bye for now.